Been sitting here lately, lost inside my dreams. Promise of your return when winter turns to spring. When the sun starts to shine and the tide flats are so green. In the warmer days when the salmon migrate up the stream. My love is real, love is fine. Flows like a river deep inside my mind. In the long dark winter I dream of summer's light. On the ptarmigan are nesting and the wild geese are in flight. In search of the Northland, they've come home once again. But you know they're gonna leave us on that first cold winter's wind. My love is real, love is fine. Flows like a river deep inside my mind. Love is fine, flows like a river deep inside my mind. My love for this great land runs deep inside my veins. Like a wild and rushing river, it's crazy and insane. Fireweed on the hillside has set itself ablaze, evaporates into the sun's bright and yellow haze. My love is real, love is fine, flows like a river deep inside my mind. My love is real, love is fine, flows like a river deep inside my mind.
Okay, that was it. Let's do it again.
It's far too gone for you, my friend. Melt with the glacial scene. Tide of flats will trap you in till you can't go upstream. When you leave at last, you can pick up real darn fast. Leave at last all your old checkered past. And when you wake up from this hard night's dream, you're all alone. You're all alone. So sadly young, left no lot. Peak fast and not so keen. Rocks can fall, so better not get caught till you can't break free. When you leave at last, you can pick up real darn fast. Leave at last all your old checkered past. And when you wake up from this hard night's dream, you're all alone. You're all alone. When you wake up from this hard night's dream, you're all alone. 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 You're all alone.
From the spectacular sight of whales beneath our southeast waters, the Rain Country Journal now switches to the historic site of Russian Orthodox churches along our shores. Here in Juneau, St. Nicholas was built in 1894. In Sitka, St. Michael's Cathedral was built 50 years before that. St. Michael's now serves as the seat of the Russian Orthodox Church in Alaska.
The spires of St. Michael's Cathedral dominate Sitka's skyline. Located in the heart of the once Russian capital of Alaska, the church is the historical anchor of Sitka and the Orthodox Church of America. St. Michael's was the first Orthodox cathedral to be built in the new land.
This was the seat of the first Orthodox bishop in the United States, and Bishop Innocent Veniaminov, in 1840, was consecrated Bishop of Alaska. And the Russian-American Company in 1844 built this cathedral for Bishop Innocent, and in 1848 it was consecrated by him.
The Orthodox Church is a fundamental Catholic church.
The Orthodox faith is a Catholic church. It was at the time of Christ, there was, after the death and resurrection and ascension of Christ, there was one apostolic and Catholic church. And this church, the Orthodox Church, is part of that church. It was the same as the Roman Catholic Church until 1054. Before 1054, it was known as the Apostolic Church, the one in and in 1054 there was a split between Constantinople and Rome, and we became the Eastern Catholics, they became the Western Catholics.
Although St. Michael's is the historical seat of the American Orthodox Church, it, like other Orthodox churches in Alaska, is referred to as Russian Orthodox. That label is in part a tribute to the early faithful who built and attended the church.
When the Orthodox Church goes into a country and becomes self-sustaining and has its own seminaries, its own hierarchy, so on, usually it is granted its independence from its mother church. And at that point it takes on the title of the country it is in. And this is where you get the Russian Orthodox, Greek Orthodox, Syrian Orthodox, Albanian, Romanian, so on. The Diocese of Alaska kept the title of Russian Orthodox Diocese of Sitka and Alaska, because many of us are half Russian and half Aleut and half Eskimo and half Tlingit and so on, and half Russian. So, but we are under the Orthodox Church in America.
Every summer, thousands of tourists come ashore at Sitka to see St. Michael's Cathedral. Although few practice the Orthodox religion, nearly all appreciate the aging icons that help believers stay in touch with their God.
There are 3 altars in the church here. The main altar is dedicated to the Archangel Michael, and the right side altar is dedicated to St. Innocent, who's the original architect and builder of the church, and our left side is dedicated to Our Lady of Sitka. It's originally, the icon is painted after the pattern of Our Lady of Kazan. Most of the icons that you see in the cathedral here are from the original church. This was the 3rd church built in Sitka. There was one out at Old Sitka. The second is up by the blockhouse on Marine Street, and this was the 3rd and the largest one. Although there's a chapel in the Russian bishop's house. And this was the bishop's chapel. And but these icons were first in the other churches, and then when this one was built, many of them were sent here from Russia for the cathedral. Others were transferred from the other smaller churches from here in Sitka. And but they range anywhere from the mid-1700s. And some of our more modern ones we have of St. Herman, who was canonized as saint in 1970, and St. Innocent, who was canonized in 77. So our icons range anywhere from the, as I said, 1700s and on up to the 1970s. And they are a constant reminder to us of the saint, of his life, And they are sort of like, when we think of a certain saint, and we see his icon, then we think of his life, his example that he gave to us. And in the Bible, as you see, they show, the pictures in there about the events that happened in the Bible. In the Orthodox Church, the icons are surrounding us and all around us. And as we believe, the saints and God is all around us.
Many of the icons in St. Michael's have survived not only hundreds of years of worship, but revolution, flood, and fire.
And as you know, in 1966, on January 2nd, there was a street fire, and the church caught fire also. And the townspeople came in and took out all the iconography and all the artifacts that you see in here today. Even the doors in the center are called the royal doors. These are from the original church. They were ripped off their hinges at the time of the fire and carried out.
While St. Michael's is unquestionably the main tourist attraction in Sitka, it is first of all a place of worship for 150 families.
This is first of all a church, a place of worship, and we let this be known to even the tourists that do come into the church. I mean, we don't allow them any food in here or any cigarettes or smoking, or the gentlemen have to take off their hats and so on. We treat it, very reverently, and we expect our visitors to do the same also. God has blessed us very well with our icons and with in the church here.
downtown every night. I can never place the stars at night, but my hands on the ground and you know I'm right. You wait so long, you wait so long, you wait so long, you wait so long. It's a coffee stained earth every time it happens. Diving up, honey, it ain't that bad. Any afterthought rose to recognition, like every other coffin that I had. And you really broke down in the mud, fall to your knees and you pray to the Lord. And you take a poke at a politician. Nothing happens in this burned downtown anymore. You wait so long, you wait so long, you wait so long, you wait so long, and your hollow's on like a frozen pastry. You know that I'll help you if I can, but I'm just a raindrop in a river, just a little bitty grain of sand. And you know that I'm doomed to pieces with all the bad habits that I learned. But it's better than your foul-born fornication, all the dirty money that you earn. You wait so long, you wait so long, you wait so long.
You left me alone after I was broken, bloody, fighting all your wars. My heart was crushed, my soul was depleted. It was you that I thought was all I needed. You left me alone on a desert trail, pulling on my belongings like a hand-caught Mormon from hell. I ran a lot, and I'll never forget. Said, let's start anew. Let's fire it up again. Hell no, it's not for me. You're not the person I thought you would be. And I ain't going down that lonesome road with you. And I ain't going down that lonesome road with you. And I ain't going down that lonesome road with you. I ain't going down that lonesome road with you. I wish I could get back 30 years to 50. I've grown old, but the part I spent with you weren't nifty. I sit here with a bourbon at the end of my wrist, wondering what I'm gonna do. I have to get up from this bar and take a piss. But I know if you was coming back, I know my plan of attack. 'Cause I refuse to be your tool. I'd cut my juggler, go out in the bloody pool. I ain't going down that lonesome road with you. I ain't going down that lonesome road.
Juneau has about 30,000 residents. When the people in this or any other Southeast Alaska community are lumped together, there are generalities that apply to them as members of the group. But those generalities always overlook the delightful diversity of the individuals who make up the group. Hello, I'm Scott Foster, and welcome again to Rain Country. This week, we're going to meet some of those diverse individuals who have special skills and share them, sometimes working alone and sometimes working with a group.
This morning, we ask your spirit and blessing to be with us as we...
These individuals gathered together to reach a group goal. They're Jehovah's Witnesses who volunteered their time and their skills to build a new church in Juneau from start to finish in just 3 days.
We ask your blessing to be on this construction of this kingdom home.
We have a list of all of the craftsmen in Alaska and that are Jehovah's Witnesses. And then we have about 30 individuals that have come up from Oregon and about another 30 or so that have come up from Washington State. And all of this at their own expense.
Of course, there's a lot of preliminary work that goes into it, you know, putting in the foundation, the footings, and the slab, and the underground plumbing and things like that. But mainly the building itself, from the slab on up, takes 3 days.
Okay, now let's stand it up. Now we're going to have to pick it up and put it over the conduit.
Do it in 2 days, but sometimes there's little things that got left over, you know, had to be taken care of later. So we decided 3 days is better. Everybody don't have to hurry so much, but there's no special significance to it. It's just that the brothers that come in from all over, like from down below, or even up here in Alaska, of course, they take time off from work. And so this 3 days gives them a little vacation, a little change of pace. We get the job done. Everybody gets back to their normal arrangement of things. Well, we have brothers who are in charge of like the framing or roofing or plumbing and so forth. And they get the ones who are in those various trades to work together with them, you know. And so it's all organized and set out. Everybody knows what they're to do and what specific jobs they have assigned to them. We have different ones who go around and lay out where all the studs go on the top and bottom plates, of course, when they put them together, where all the windows and doors and everything go in. So it's pretty detailed, and the ones who take care of that, of course, are those who have done this as a regular trade as carpenters. So it's a rather smooth operation.
How did you hurt your finger, Clutch? A door planer. It's a joke. I ran it through a door planer. Only there's not really that much of it missing. Look, it's a trick. And he didn't do it here. See?
Takes about 300 to 500 usually, and sometimes, well, it's like this on this project because we're getting people from all over. We expect about 600 or more here.
You seem to know what you're doing.
Hey! Hello, Juneau!
Are you from Morton, Washington?
I'm from Morton, down by Mount St. Helens.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Are you guys running late here, or why are you in such a hurry?
Well, we're in a hurry because the harder I work, the sooner I get to eat lunch.
I know we'll go through about 18 to 23-pound cans for this hall building. About 1,000 gallons of coffee. Or more.
It's important stuff.
As the carpenters and roofers and bricklayers knock off for some shut-eye, the drywallers, the electricians, and the plumbers work through the night. By Sunday afternoon, just 52 hours after assembling the first stud wall, the finishing touches are going on the new hall.
We had to put one in Ketchikan and one down in Craig, and we built one up in Fairbanks and in Palmer, and we're going to be putting another one in Soldotna at the end of July. But down below, down in the States, why, of course, they got them going on all over the whole United States, you know.
Like the old-fashioned barn raisings that helped build rural America, one realizes what's going on here is much more than just a cheap way to build a church.
I like the fellowship and seeing how people of different races, different locations can all work in harmony together. And that's the principle behind the organization that we're involved in. Worldwide peace and brotherhood.
I like, of course, meeting a lot of my old friends and meeting new ones and seeing the brothers all work together, this spirit of cooperation, you know, that's evidence among Christianity, among true Christians, you know, we all cooperate and work together. And so it's a kind of a happy occasion besides the time to work.
some night in Alaska, where nights are 6 months long.